Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into this week's video on the Spark Your Speaking channel. Today I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why body language matters when public speaking. My name is Kathy Lee and I am your public speaking coach. Let's talk about body language. First off, body language is the way your body communicates without the use of words. It includes hand gestures, posture, facial expressions, and movements that send messages of their own. Many people tend to overlook this very important aspect of public speaking, but your actions often will speak louder than your words. For instance, have you ever met someone for the first time and judged them within the first few seconds based on how they looked and how they carry themselves? That's actually a known fact. People will judge you before you even open your mouth and before they even get to know you. Why is body language important? Because when you're delivering a speech, you need to have appropriate body language because it will either enhance or hinder the way you deliver your message effectively. It can be the difference between being believed and trusted or not. Plus, distracting habitual mannerisms or body language can also seriously undermine your delivery. So here are 3 reasons why body language matters when public speaking. 1, it helps you build credibility. One of the goals you want to achieve as a public speaker is for people to trust you and see you as a confident person who knows what they're talking about. Whether you're a keynote speaker at a conference or you're presenting in front of clients, whatever the scenario is, it's important that people lend you respect before you deliver and while you're in the middle of your talk. If you're slouching or you're swaying from side to side or shifting your weight from one foot to the other, you are already giving off the impression that you aren't sure of yourself, you're intimidated, maybe you have to go to the washroom. I'm just kidding. All these negative things that are attached to that type of body language, even if you don't feel that way, that's the impression you're giving off to your audience, which is why it's important to be aware of how you're standing and how you're sitting. Make sure that you're in a relaxed power stance. Arms are by your side and relax. Feet are shoulder width apart with a slight bend in them, and keep your head up and high and back straight. If you aren't used to this stance, I practice this in front of a mirror when you're rehearsing your presentation so that it becomes second nature to you. This relaxed power stance, no matter how you feel in the moment, totally gives off the impression that you are confident and have credibility. You want to win over your audience before you even start speaking, and this is the way to do it. Number 2, your body language will help you express your emotions. Some of the greatest presenters and speakers are very expressive when they talk or when they share ideas or story. I find these people way more captivating to listen to compared to the person who is less expressive. And I don't mean, expressive with the words. I mean expressive in their body and their face and their hands. You can use your body language to enhance or highlight or hammer home the message that you're trying to convey. And I don't mean like wildly waving your arms or exaggerating facial expressions or body movement. Using your body to express your emotion needs to be deliberate and it needs to make sense. Otherwise, your body language can come across as distracting. For instance, if I were wanting to convey how frustrated I was about something in my presentation, let's say I was talking about a bad habit that employees at the company continue to do and it's messing up the whole system, I could say something like this without using body language. I don't understand why they keep doing this, it's so frustrating. Or I can say it while expressing my frustrations with my hands. Watch, I don't understand why they keep doing this. It's so frustrating. Can you feel the frustration? You see how I'm using my hands appropriately and it helped me express my emotions? The other thing you can do just to see how expressive you are is mute yourself. So in the second example that I showed you, if you had muted me, I bet you can feel what I'm feeling without even knowing what I'm saying. So that's another tip that you could do. If you're recording yourself and you're trying to see how you come across and whether or not you're expressive in your face, in your hands, and your body language, mute yourself. and just watch and see if you're able to convey those emotions without listening to yourself. All right, before we get to the third point, if you want to learn more about the skills that I'm teaching you today and much, much more, check out my new program called Ace Your Public Speaking at my website, sparkyourspeaking.com. It's a 2.5-hour robust and comprehensive one-stop shop, learn when you want to online masterclass that will teach you all the skills that you need to know to excel as a public speaker. So make sure to head over to my website, sparkyourspeaking.com, to access it. Okay, number 3, connect with your audience. By using body language during your presentation or talk, you are engaging with your audience. If you don't use body language and you stand in one spot, you can come across as distant or closed off. But if you open yourself up to the power stance, move around, move closer to your audience, and use appropriate hand gestures and facial expressions, it shows that you are completely committed to your audience and you are welcoming them in. There's no barrier between the two. And I'm not saying a physical barrier, an imaginary barrier. You are there with them. Okay? Now this is much easier to do if you are in front of an audience in person, but even if you're talking to people on social media or through Zoom, you can still have an open stance and use gestures to highlight a point. When I say facial expressions, a smile goes a long way as well. So engaging and connecting to your audience can still work in that scenario. All right, that's all for today, everyone. Just to recap, why body language matters when public speaking are: it helps you build credibility, helps you express your emotions, and helps you connect with your audience. Remember to join our public speaking community by hitting the subscribe button below to continue to get free weekly public speaking and training videos. Hit the bell as well so you know when I put out a new video. You'll get a reminder. And if you like this video and you found it helpful, remember to hit the like button below and share it with other people so that they can learn as well. If you have any questions or topic ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. And if you'd like to learn more about the other public speaking programs that I have, including Ace Your Public Speaking, head over to my website, sparkyourspeaking.com. See you next week.